the story of four king of the Merong Mahawangsa, Nising is synonymous with Baling Kedah, an area bordering Perak to the southeast, which is said to have been named after Raja Besiung. At the time of his escape, he had drawn his fame in an area known as Baling. Because of this story, many areas in Kedah are known from the story of Raja Besiung. But not only in Kedah, in Perak there is also a village which is said to be related to this story. Kota Raja Besiung village located in Ejok area of Selama district Perak. Despite this legend, it is said that there is a string of episodes from Raja Besiung who fled the palace in the Pujang Valley, Kedah, while trying to escape from the rebel ministers and citizens who had its habit of eating spinach with human blood gravy. Despite the popularity of Baling existing myth story of Raja Besiung, many of us are still unaware of the existence of the city of Raja Besiung in Mukim Ejok Selama. Who will have thought the story of Raja Besiung being so synonymous with Kedah could go as far as Perak? The journey of Raja Besiung to Ejok Perak, it was to protect from hunted by the people rebellions against his government. According to the story people here, when Raja Besiung stopped by a cave near this area, his fan had been removed in Baling, so that where the name of this place is called Baling. It is also said that the cave used to be the place where Raja Besiung left to hide. However, according to Kedah Branch Malaysia Historical Society, Chairman Datuk Dr. Wan Samsudin Muhammad Yusof said that the abandoned 100 years old palace in Bukit Tinggi is not the Raja Besiung Palace. Instead, the castle belonged to Tunku Diaudin Ibnu Sultan Zainal Rashid, or better known as Raja Tunku Kudin of the Young King of Kedah during the reign of his brother Sultan Ahmad Tajuddin Karam Shah from 1854 to 1879. He said the palace does not belong to Raja Besiung. Raja Besiung did not exist in the reign of the King of Kedah. This is only one episode of the Merong Mahawangsa trial. Actually, the palace was built by Tunku Kudin after he was sacked by his brother for intervening in the affair of the state in the Selangor Civil War in 1867. The two-story palace was built using white eggs and beads. It was believed to strengthen its structure. It showed the wisdom of ancients. According to Datuk Dr. Wan Samsudin, many old places in Kedah are considered to be related to Raja Besiung, including the Raja Besiung Tomb in Kuala Muda, the Raja Besiung Faithful at Tekan Batu, and the Dagger in Kampung Kota Bukit Ceneri. But its authenticity is doubtful. Survey found that the castle, located on the main road near the Tabung Haji Park, was headquartered in the jungle, and even a huge trash can was placed in front of the historic site. He hopes that historic remains are being developed and preserved by the state government, and it is an old preserve that has the potential to be a tourist attraction, so that if the castle is good and maintained, it will be able to attract tourists from inside and outside.
Next, we begin to the original position of the place Feng Yang King. The city is located in Kampung Pinang Tunggal in the district of Kuala Muda, about 8 km south of Sungai Petani town. Based on the available evidence, the city of King of the Beacon extends to a sweep, a Kampung Seberang Tok Soh. The name Bali is believed to have originated in the event record in the story of King Besiung. King Besiung has driven out both of them in one place, and he threw the tea away. The place where this event took place was place where the throat food is called throat.
Raja Bersiung.
Cerita Raja Bersiung ini sebenarnya timbul dalam sebuah hikayat yang dinamakan Hikayat Merung Mahawangsa. Hikayat Merung Mahawangsa ini disalin ke akhir pada tahun 1898 dengan suruhan seorang pegawai Inggeris yang bernama R.J. Wilkinson. Itu nama hikayat tu Hikayat Merung Mahawangsa kerana berdasarkan tajuk dia tu tokoh Merung Mahawangsa itulah katanya yang mengasaskan Aparman Negeri Kedah ataupun Langkah Sukar disebut dalam hikayat itu.
Raja Bersiung ialah nama gelaran seorang Raja Kedah yang berpusat di Lembah Bujang. Nama sebenar beliau ialah Raja Ong Maha Perita Deria. Raja Bersiung dianggap sebagai raja yang zalim dan ditakuti rakyat sewaktu pemerintahan beliau. Sesiapa sahaja yang melanggar perintah dan undang-undang, mereka akan ditangkap dan dibunuh oleh panglimanya.
Dia berasal daripada Raja Kedah sebelum Islam. Raja yang kelima bernama Raja Ong Maha Perita Deria. Jadi dalam cerita itulah mengapa tumbuh siung di mulutnya tu, kerana dia suka makan sayur bayam dengan darah. Lama-lamaan siungnya makin memanjang dan dia menjadi seorang raja yang zalim, membunuh rakyatnya kerana cuma nak mengambil darah dimasukkan dalam sayur bayam yang digemari itu. Dan dalam cerita itu Permaisuri dan menteri keempatnya serta rakyat sebulat seorang untuk mengepung sananya. Walaupun Raja Bersiung itu suaminya buat zalim, maka dia berpakat dengan menteri keempat dan semua rakyatnya mengepung sana untuk menangkap hidup-hidup Raja Ong Maha Perita Deria. Waktu dia diusir oleh menteri itu, sepanjang jalan tu siung yang sakit cuba nak mencabut siungnya, tak berjaya. Dan tiap-tiap satu perbuatan dia tu menjadikan nama tempat sepanjang perjalanannya. Itulah timbulnya Kuala Ketil, itu Kuala Pegang, lepas itu Pulai, lepas itu Baling, lepas itu Bukit Sebelah, lepas itu Wing, lepas itu ialah nama dalam cerita lisan yang termasuk itu siung sendiri ada nama tempat itu Sangaka Ani.
The next is the area related of Fengkin. There are some places in Kedah that related of Fengkin. According to the group of fishermen that rebelled and attacked Kim Bersiung Palace, they were defeated by the Kim Bersiung army. One of the fishermen who was killed was the brother of one of Raja Bersiung minister. The minister is deeply saddened by his brother's death. The true story of Kim Bersiung is richly interwoven with the oral story of the people, especially the elderly.
He then waited for Kim Bersiung to go into the forest to hunt with his hundreds of guards. This minister has mobilized thousands of troops to rebel and expel Kim Bersiung. When Kim Bersiung returned from his hunt, he was surprised to see the army that had surrounded him led by the minister. He ordered the guards to fight against the rebel army led by the minister. But the guards turned and joined the army of ministers. He became afraid of being left alone and fled into the forest, and he died in the jungle.
According to an oral story of an elderly resident at the foot of Bukit Chorus, he said that Bukit Chorus and Gua in Kedah had a river that were visited by the traders from China.
Places such as Tikam Batu, Sungai Petani Kedah are said to have a palace of Kim Bersiung on a hill where waterfalls are located.
Another place associated with Kim Bersiung is the prison hill Pantai Merdeka, Kota Muda, Kedah.
Tapi nama sebenar Raja Bersiung adalah Tengku Sulaiman. Tengku Sulaiman bin Pra Petra Raja ataupun Pir Abu. Jadi Raja Sulaiman ni dikatakan wujud pada tahun 1660-an sehingga ujung tahun 1684 macam itulah.
Menurut Pak Anda, berdasarkan kajiannya, Tengku Sulaiman ini merupakan anak kepada Pra Petra Raja, cucu kepada Indra Raja II, dan juga anak saudara kepada Narai, iaitu Tunku Syakban di zaman pemerintahannya pada tahun 1656.
Pra Petra Raja ni, dia kahwin dah semasa tu, tapi ada seorang lagi daripada anak Raja Batak. Anak Raja Batak, dia kahwin dengan anak Raja Batak tu, tapi sebelum tu pada mak Pir Abu ni kata jangan kahwin dengan anak Raja Batak, sebab Raja Batak ni orang Batak ni macam kanibal lah, makan-makan orang.
Tetapi beliau tetap mengawini anak Raja Batak tersebut dan lahirlah seorang bayi yang bernama Sulaiman, iaitu Raja Besiong.
Bila Tunku Sulaiman jadi Raja Kebun Pasu, jadi dia terbawa-bawa apa yang mak dia buat dulu tu. Jadi bila dah dia nak macam terasa nak makan daging orang. Pasal mak dia dulu pun nak makan daging orang. Dia cari kesalahan tentera-tentera Cina Manchu tu yang buat Brahmendra tu. Dia bunuh seorang demi seorang, setiap hari seorang, satu orang sehari. Dia bunuh di kawasan Bukit Tinggi. Dan tubuhkan kerajaan Jambal. Kerajaan Jambal melalui anak angkat dia, iaitu Raja Sakti I di Kelantan tu. Selepas dia lari ke Kelantan, dia terus ke Legih Terengganu. Mula Legih dulu, lepas tu Kelantan, lepas tu baru lari pergi Singgora. Singgora maknanya sekarang ni dipanggil Songkla. Singgora tu dalam ikut terjemahan dia mana Singgora mati dibunuh.
Diceritakan bahawa Narai membawa angkatan tentera untuk mencari Raja Besiong di Singgora dan berperang di sana, dan dikatakan bahawa Raja Besiong mati dibunuh di sana dan terus dimakamkan.
Cerita Raja Besiong itu cerita benar. Tambah pula ada istananya pula sebenarnya. Tapi istana yang ada di Bukit Tinggi sampai hari ini itu yang belum dibaik tulis adalah Istana Raja Muda Kedah, iaitu Istana Tengku Ziauddin atau Tengku Kudin yang menjadi Raja Muda, adik kepada Sultan Ahmad Tajuddin Mukarram Shah, Sultan yang ke-24.
Istana yang ada situ, istana orang sebut Raja Besiong dan Istana Tengku Kudin. Kedua-duanya betul. Raja Besiong pun betul, Tengku Kudin betul istana tu. Tapi berkenaan dengan Raja Besiong tu, apa yang kita tahu, Raja Besiong memang tak wujud. Dia cuma macam mitos lah.
Kesimpulan daripada cerita Raja Besiong ni adalah ditambah dengan cerita ni, ceritanya memanglah tak benar berlaku. Seperti yang saya sebut tadi ni. Dan tujuan pengarang menggambarkan cerita Raja Besiong ni kerana sebagai menginsafkan kepada raja-raja akan datang yang berusaha menilai supaya jangan melakukan kezaliman.
To conclude, it's undeniable the record of Merong Mahawangsa and Kedah people literature have mentioned the story of Raja Besiong. But today not one have been able to prove it properly and any physical evidence related to the incident. However, it is not wrong for us to take the advantage of the rest of this history by highlighting it as a tourist destination. For example, Langkawi linked to the story of Mahsuri, Puteri Gunung Ledang and Hang Tuah in Malacca, whose story is still alive and fresh until today. The last but not least, we must share to the youngest generation to let them know about our heritage. This is because the heritage can be lost and the knowledge about the heritage will be gone forever if the younger generation did not learn about our heritage. Every country and every area in this world have their own story to tell to the people. Heritage is something about the past, such as a heritage site, heritage story, and other else. For example, the story about the legend of the Fengger King of the city.